right. It's morning. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Gwen. So we're waiting for these kittens to come out because I want to take pictures of them. At least the two older ones. Obviously, the two little tiny ones are not coming out. And it's fairly cool today. It's quite cool. Excuse me, chickens. Chickens. But it's fairly cool today. So that's nice after the heat of last week. That was a little... So it's cool today, but it's going to get hot next week. So, you know, whatever. You do the best you can. And I'm just going to slide in here. Hi, guys. They're all looking great. They're pretty big. Some of these guys are getting kicked out on the weekend. And we got smaller guys, including quail, running around in here. We've isolated just the little guys. Everybody else got booted up to the bigger size brooder. And the bigger guys got kicked out. So, all of that is good. Want to kick them all out. Everyone's doing really well in the cooler weather. I think everyone really prefers it. I know I do. So, it's always better for the animals when it's cooler. I know we all long for the heat of summer. But honestly, cooler weather is better for your animals. Like, a lot better for your animals. So, I know we can't control the weather, but if you have options, you definitely want to keep your animals cooler rather than hotter. It is easier to manage them. So we've got in the cool weather than the hot. So we've got the three young ducks are out here. We've got the older ducks split up. And Lucky is out here. The other young ones are still kind of doing their thing. Kind of wandering around inside. They are, over time, figuring out how to get in and out of the barn. And that's the thing. We put them in the pen, and they can go into the barn. What are we doing here? That's awesome. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what she's doing, but I'm going to check those eggs. We're going to check those eggs. I don't know what to do about it right now. I do not know what to do about it right now. We are going to check those eggs. I don't know what she's doing or why she's putting them there. She's building a nest right there. I don't know. She's an idiot. Anyway, more eggs. 2 or 3. Just 2. Which I haven't seen the hen that was in here yesterday that belongs actually somewhere else. So I'm actually going to grab... I'm going to grab one of these eggs. Okay, it doesn't smell bad. I'm just going to take one with me. This one's heavier. It doesn't smell bad. I'm going to take one with me and candle it. I'm just going to take one with me, see what we're dealing with. If there's movement, I'm putting it in the incubator. Yeah. I just want to see what I'm dealing with. Oh, we've got kittens over here. All right, let's go check on these kittens. Let's go check. Let us go check on these kittens. Hi! There he is! Hi, Patches! I was just talking about wanting to find you. And little Renee. Hi, guys! Let's see if they moved the younger 2 in here. They might not have. The younger 2. I don't see the younger 2. No, I think the younger 2 are still under the bar, under the step. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see the younger 2. Just the older ones, I guess, got bored of being underneath there. Can't control them. Anyway, I'm going to check that egg. I'm going to check that egg. We're going to see what's up with it. We're just going to see. Anyway, we have Dolly. She's laying with her children. We're looking like we're all here. Yeah, hi, sweetheart. You're a good rabbit. Okay. All right, we're looking good. Oh, I didn't show you. Should show you. Little babies. They look good. Bunch of them are dilutes, which is nice. I like dilutes. And then we have under here a bunch of bunnies as well. Oh, wow. Looks like we've got more dilutes. So, yes, Stump had children. We have extra. Lovely. We love babies. Love babies. Anyway, I'm happy that I've got those kittens out, which is good because I want to take pictures of them. That's a duck. Anyway, I'm going to go check on these kittens. What's the plan for today? Now I'm checking duck eggs. All right, I'll update later in this video what's going on with them. I'm going to check at least this one just to find out where we're at. I don't know. We'll see. See what's going on. If it's developing, I'm putting them in the incubator. I don't know. I don't know what else to do about it. So, we'll check on these kittens. And later on, we'll hang out with the hissy one. I have eggs that I have to candle tonight. Hi, guys. Hi. 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 Mew. Mew. Lots of mews. Hang on. I gotta turn the light on. I can't see. I can't see. Hi. Hi, baby Bowser. This one likes me. This one likes me. This one likes me. There. I don't know where the other three are right now. I can hear them, but I can't see them. Yeah. I know. I know. I've got the other four. I'm missing three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they're back there. And I can't reach them. So I'm not going to worry about it. I am not going to worry about it. Because I think I can hear them. But I'm not going to crawl over the hay to look. It's not going to happen. I'm going to check on my plants real quick. My tomatoes are getting happier. That's good. If we can just keep the cats off them, that would be even better. So it looks like the tomatoes are all right. I don't have to water anyone right now. It is still pretty moist. Here, my pumpkins and my cantaloupe are doing fine. I don't know about my cucumbers. Some of them seem like they might be recovering, some not so much. Squash is going nuts. And my peppers look okay. Now, if we can just keep the dang cats from rolling on my plants. Hi, DK. Anyway, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to check this egg, see where we're at, and then maybe grab some more eggs. Because I don't know what the ducks are doing. They're insane. They want to hatch another group of eggs? They're stupid. They already did that. Don't ask. Anyway, I'm going to go back inside, check these eggs. I'll update you in a little bit later on this video. What's going on with these eggs? We'll find out. So we have vodka and tequila here. Whiskey's over there with Rowan. Patches is here on the deck. Hanging out doing Patches stuff, and so is Renee. So it's been kind of cold and gross today. You know, the kind of cold and gross weather that makes you not really want to do anything. So mostly I curled up We got some young chickens out here hanging out doing their chicken thing. But mostly we curled up with puppies. There's Jabba, lovely Jabba. Mostly we curled up with puppies and hung out because it wasn't very nice. Wasn't very nice out. So, you know, we just kind of did our thing and just hung out. So the duck eggs, we collected them all. There's Shadowfax. But we grabbed all the duck eggs. Hi, buddy. We grabbed all of the duck eggs and I candled them. Most of them were no good. Okay? Most of them were no good. I don't think there's going to be any more eggs in here. But most of those eggs were no good. And that is fine. Probably what happened is they hadn't been sitting on them consistently. Right? Most likely, that's what went on. So, that's what I suspect anyway, that she wasn't actually sitting on them consistently enough for them to... So, she sat on them enough that they developed... You bug. But she sat... Come on, Whiskey. She sat on them enough that they developed, but then she wasn't on them enough for them to get all the way to, Hi, guys. Hey, leave Tequila alone, Whiskey. Tequila does not want to play. Whiskey is sometimes a butt. Like, Tequila doesn't want to play right now. But... Okay, so now I forgot what I was saying. So, yeah, the ducks. Probably what was happening is she sat on them long enough for them to develop, and then she started not sitting on them. Right? She started being off them too long. She basically started being off them long enough that they started dying. So of all those eggs, there are 3 that might be alive. Not even guaranteed alive. Okay? They're not guaranteed. Just maybe. Maybe might be alive. So I'm checking those eggs in a couple of days. I threw them in the incubator. We'll see. I don't hold out much hope for them. Tequila's checking on the baby bunnies. Good on her. Good on her. Let's go over there and take a look. Are we looking, baby? Are the babies good? Ugh, there's a thing here. We have to scrape down these pens. Good time to do it while these mamas are in lockdown. Oh. Yeah, they're looking good, honey. Thank you, Tequila. Oh, yeah. Babies. Little tiny Bobby babies. Yeah. Thank you, Tequila. Tequila is not a threat to little ones. And these ones are really hoppy. Look at that. I think Stumps are bigger. Funny, because they had the same dad. Okay. Okay, I can't get out. There's doggies in my way. Excuse me. Anyway, so we have to start cleaning up these pens because the poop builds up. We want to scrape them right down and also use some of that to fill in some of the holes they're digging. Because rabbits like to dig. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But they do like to dig. So the bunnies are looking cute. We're lucky we have 2 adorable litters, which is nice. Hopefully we get some good colors out of that. And we have Patches. And we have Renee. Rowan's got Renee. Such cute cats. So Patches and Smokey won't be with us too much longer because they are approaching the age where they can go home. I wait until I'm comfortable. And sometimes that's 6 weeks, sometimes that's 9 weeks. I have to feel like the babies are ready, and I don't always feel like they're ready at 6 or 7 weeks. Sometimes it needs to be longer. Hello, Peaches! Hello, sweetie. It's Peaches. Hi, baby. Oh, baby Peaches. She is the queen of Peaches. Yes, I do. Hi. Hi. There's the orange ones in there right now who wasn't here earlier, but not the Torty or the Creams. We're playing musical kittens. We're playing musical kittens. Sometimes they're here, sometimes they're running around. Whiskey's sniffing over here. When in doubt, go to where Whiskey's sniffing. Nah, I don't see one. Hi, Peaches! Peaches! Yeah, here comes Jake. Here comes Jake. Hi, sweetheart. So, hopefully, all the kittens continue to grow. Hopefully, they're good and strong. Hopefully, they're happy. Hopefully, I don't step on Jake. Here's some dogs. I'm often asked if the dogs are okay with the kittens and how early can I trust them. Our dogs you can trust immediately. Well, you saw Tequila's head going in the thing with the bunnies. Oh, good, my tomatoes are doing well. Don't step on the tomatoes, Keela. Also, my beans and peas. Yeah, we're doing well. Hi, sweetheart. My excellent doggo. My excellent doggo. And here's some more excellent doggos. Yeah, we don't have to worry. Our dogs are fantastic with little guys. I do not worry about them being near any of them, really. I have zero problem with them being near the bunnies or the kittens or the chicks. It's a non-issue. The peppers are taking well. The cucumbers, I think, might be a lost cause. We'll see. We'll keep an eye, see if they recover, but the cats rolled on them. That's just the way it is. So, just the way it is sometimes. When you have cats, sometimes you just have to write off parts of your garden. You just decide it's not worth it. Right, guys? Right. Dogs are over there. Anyway, the only thing I have left to do other than snuggle puppies, because that's my job right now, is to snuggle puppies. The only thing I have left to do is I have to candle some eggs. What? Vodka heard something. Vodka heard something. What did Vodka hear? And where did they go? They're right here. Are we being good dogs? Did you hear that Tequila's going into her puppies? Did you hear something, buddy? Did you hear something suspicious? It's a good thing to be aware. But he's doing a good job. He is such a good dog. He is so good at this. He's muddy. Anyway, I'm going inside. We're going to candle those eggs and play with some puppies. That's the last thing I'm doing today. Like I said, it was miserable out today, so I didn't really want to do anything. I just didn't want to do anything. So, when you don't want to do anything, you don't do anything. Anyway, we are going to go inside. I'm going to go over here and turn these candle holders over because they're upside down. They're right side up and it's been raining. So, yeah. There we go. All right. We are going inside. There's my doggo. Actually, technically, I guess Vodka's Rowan's doggo. And Whiskey is Tristan's doggo. I guess Tequila's my doggo. But everyone's doing really well. Bunnies are good. Chicks are good. Kittens look like they're doing great. So, we'll see if those duck eggs make it. I won't know for probably about a week. They probably won't. But there is some hope. So it's okay if they don't. I really didn't have a lot of hope. She hatched a couple that we grabbed and put in the brooders, but I really didn't have too much hope because she was off the eggs a lot. Just the number of times I caught her on video, and she should have been sitting on the eggs if she wanted babies. So I really am not surprised. I'm not all that surprised that she didn't sit on them properly. That's okay, right? It's fine. So for now, I'm going to go inside, candle chicken eggs. Tomorrow we lock down a different set of chicken eggs, but I just want to see what's fertile and what's not. And we are winding down our hatching season, our last big hatch. We're going to put a duck egg or two in this Friday, because I didn't last Friday. I changed my mind. And then next Friday, we are going to put in a handful of chicken eggs. And then outside of somebody requesting a specific hatch, I'm not going to be hatching anything after that except for maybe some quail for ourselves. Or if we have 1 or 2 eggs here or there that we would like to hatch for ourselves. But otherwise, I'm not going to random hatch anymore. If people want a specific, like if they want some layers or something, I can put some eggs in the incubator. But for the most part, we will be over hatching for the year because we are approaching the end of June. Right? So that's what's going on. We're going to go inside, candle those eggs, and of course, play with some puppies. And here comes Vodka, romping like a happy guy. He loves his family. These dogs love their family. Let's go catch up with Tequila and some hatching eggs. All right, we're here now to candle some eggs. Okay, we want to see if they're developing. There are a few of these that I'm pretty sure are not because of where I found them. Lights off. And I will not be surprised if some of these are simply not developing. So let's just change the angle of our tray here. What we're looking for, that's movement. Movement and... here we go. Movement and veining is what we're looking for. That one looks good. Okay, so this one started, and you can see it blood ringed. Right, so that one started, then stopped. This one, I know it's hard to see because the shell's a little more porous, but he is alive and moving. We're going to take a look at the puppies in a minute if you hear them in the background. Again, he's alive and moving. Good, good, good. So far, we've only had... oh, this one looked like it never started. See, a light passes right through. Here's a layer egg. Nah, this layer egg never even started. That is okay. And same with this one. These layer eggs are the ones I was pretty sure I wasn't going to see much development on. Because they were in weird spots. Yeah, these are the ones I was pretty sure I wasn't going to see much. So I'm not surprised. The silky eggs I was pretty sure were going to be developing. But it was the layer eggs and I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. But no harm in trying since I was running the incubator anyway. See, nothing. And then we'll check the quail eggs. This one started. You can tell by the dark splotch, but then it gave up. We're only about 10 days in. Same thing here. Yeah, I really didn't expect these ones to develop, so I am not heartbroken that they're not. They were, you know, when you go on an Easter egg hunt, basically, in the bush, and you're wondering where all the eggs are? We found a whole pile of them, and we had no idea how old they are. So these were probably way too old. Yeah. These ones were probably way too old to worry about it. Okay. No. Yeah, these ones were way too old. Wait a minute, we have one. We have one that is not too old. One developing. Yes. 2. Out of all those layer eggs, we've got 2. 2 chunky little ones who are going to hatch. Hopefully. See if they hatch. Alright, now let's check the quail eggs. Quail eggs, this one. Yeah, that started developing and died. What we're looking for is this. Right? That's what we're looking at. This one started up, but no, his veins have collapsed. He probably passed a day or so ago. Here we go. This is what you're looking for. See the veins? See the veining? That's what you're after. You want the veins. Hard to see on this one. Oh yeah, that one's actually okay. That one's hard to see, but he's okay. See, it's got a slight red tinge, not yellow. That generally means you're good. Yeah, when you have a yellow tinge, generally they're not okay. That one's okay. Same. If you kind of have a red tinge, or you're full like that, you're probably okay. This one where you have that yellow tinge means they passed. And some of them you have to look really close because the shells are darker. Like that shell is darker, but there is veining. So if the shells are darker, you have to look. See that one, this is obviously passed. But watch my feet, there's puppies. That one never started. And this one. You see, this is what a blood ring looks like in a quail egg. Okay? Like that. That's a blood ring in a quail egg. Okay. I am not surprised that those layers, most of them just didn't make it. Okay? I am not at all surprised. Not at all. Because like I said, we found them in weird spots. Like weird spots, man. So, I am not surprised. Put that back on. We'll go plug that back in. And puppies! Let's check out the puppies. The poopiest little puppies. Mama's just cleaning them up after feeding them. And they're pretty excited right now. They're really happy little guys. And they are quite energetic, which is nice. We're probably, I don't know, probably about 10 days or so from having to put a little fence in. And look out, Tequila. No, I just want to grab one. I want to grab the big one. Okay. Eyes. These puppies have eyes. They have eyes. They can't see. It'll take a little while for their eyesight to actually come in. But they're getting real squirmy, and they have eyeballs, and they can hear because when I sneezed, they flinched. So I know they can hear, which is good. They can hear, and pretty soon they'll start to see better. Right now, they're probably only seeing sounds and shapes. I'm just plugging the incubator back in while you guys look at puppies. Excuse me, Tequila. Tequila's in my way. But they are very, very cute, very, very sweet, working very hard at being chonky. They love to eat. They love to squiggle. And we are really looking forward to watching them grow up. And they are growing up. See? They're starting to walk a little bit. It's not a great walk, but they're walking. It's a wobbly walk, but they're walking. We're making progress. We're making puppy progress, and that's what matters. They are still very tired because right now they are 12 days old. That's not very old. Okay? 12 days old is not much. Their eyes are open and they're awesome little squigs, but we have to remember they're still babies. So we have to wait a little bit. I can't wait till they're strong enough to take them outside so we can play on the grass together. That'll be so much fun, especially if the weather gets nice. It was pretty cold today. So these guys are just looking fantastic, and I just love them to pieces. And I cannot express how happy I am to have them just a few feet from my bed. I'll be sad when they have to move out of here because I'm not going to be able to keep 8 rambunctious 4-week-old puppies in my bedroom. I mean, I could, but I can't. So at some point, they're going to have to move out. But before that, I get to hang out with them. I get to cuddle them. I get to kiss them 100 times every day. And that is the best thing about these little guys. How snuggly and lovable they are. And they're my Tequila's babies. Tequila's such a good mom. And I love Tequila with all my heart. So I'm so glad we have had this chance to get to know her babies. A few weeks and they'll be heading to their new farm homes. Not all of them are spoken for. So if you are local to me, and most of them are spoken for, but I've got a couple left. So if you are local to me and looking for an excellent livestock guardian, these might be up your alley. So again, most of them are spoken for already. That it happened pretty quick, but we do have a couple left. There is one that is not for sale because we're not sure if we're keeping her or not. We are going to make that decision sometime in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and then we'll decide if the last one of the little girls, is up for sale. We're going to have to wait and see because we haven't really decided. And I've ordered puppy collars for them, so they'll get to put on collars in a few days, just so that I can start keeping track of who's who a little easier. I can tell them apart because I use nail polish, but it'll be easier with the collars because I'll be able to tell at a glance, and I won't have to grab their back feet and take a look at whose nails I painted. So that is about it for us tonight. These guys are looking fantastic. Oh, I can't get over how cute they are. I just love them. I love tequila, I love vodka, I love whiskey, and I love all these puppies. And it has been a privilege to have them in our lives. That's about it for us here tonight. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow.